Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about Terminator Dark Fate and the future of the Terminator franchise and all my thoughts on the Terminator franchise. Before we get into this video, make sure you are subscribed because when you subscribe it really helps my channel. Also, like I said in my last video, if you haven't watched that after this video, go check that out because it's really cool. What I said guys was that if we get to 30 subscribers, I'll eat 30 donut holes in one sitting for you guys. I'll film that video. So there you have it guys. Also that's all I will have. Should be a new video coming out maybe this week. I don't know, I'll see about that. Maybe I'll review Call of Duty Mobile just to get some gaming out. Like I said, doing it on the Xbox is really hard for me right now, so I thought we'll just give him a funny mobile one. There you have it. Also, that's really all I have. Make sure you are subscribed. I already said it, sorry. Make sure you like this video. If you did like it, I'm not going to force you to. Comment down below what was your favourite part of the video. What do you think is going to happen in the future of the Terminator franchise? What is your thoughts on Terminator Dark Fate? Will you like it? Will you hate it? But let's not worry about that right now, guys. Let's get into this video. So, if you do not know the premise of Terminator, the whole premise is that they're trying to kill this leader. And it can either be the mother of the leader or, of course, the leader himself, which his name is John Connor. And so what happens is these machines who rule the world after a certain point in time in the future, well, used to be the future, kind of, 1997, I don't know if that's future anymore. Anyway, what they do is they try and keep going back to kill this specific person when they don't know, of course, about the future. And basically, if you do not know about this whole future, there's a future war going on, and the machines rule the world. They rule the world because there was this corporation called Skynet, and Skynet was supposed to be this cool, high-tech upgrade with machines and all that. The machines and the whole, Skynet corporation kind of software took over. They were like, nope, we're doing this. And there was missiles, and of course they sent these missiles all around the world. So now the machines are kind of in a war with the surviving humans. It's called the Resistance. So they have it, and John Connor is one of the great leaders of that, who will eventually maybe stop the future war. And of course that is why these machines are like, we got to get out, we got to take out this guy, because if we take out this guy we can win the war. That's how it's all. And you might think, well, I thought it was an action. It is an action. It is a science fiction. It might even be, a little creepy vibe there. I won't say it's a horror, but a creepy vibe in the first one definitely, because there's some stuff in there that's, it kind of has that creepy feeling to it. So there you have it. So what happens is in the first one, they send back a Terminator, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, as a bad guy to go kill Sarah Connor. So they try and do that. They fail because the Resistance send back a guy called Kyle Reese to go and protect Sarah. He ends up dying, but also he is the father of Sarah Connor. Or not father of Sarah Connor. He is the father of John Connor. So, of course, it's like, oh, okay. So that's how Sarah has John Connor. Then in the next one, they try and kill John Connor by just going straight for John Connor, but they end up failing because, of course, they send back a actual machine, but a good, because they changed programming to protect him. I'll get in more detail about this movie later. Then in 3, they try and do the same thing by killing him when he's an adult. And there's some other stuff going on. It's not really important because, guys, in Terminator Dark Fate, they're cancelling out 3, 4, and 5. They're saying that's an alternate timeline, which I'm kind of like, okay, that's a little interesting. I don't know why you would do that. I see why, because 4, Terminator Salvation, that was good. I actually thought that was a little better. 5, Terminator Genesis I watched that just recently, and that was not good. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, like I said, that was not good, guys. If you guys haven't seen those, just watch 1 and 3. Terminator 1 and, of course, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which is definitely my favourite. But we'll get into that later. So, what they're doing in this new movie called Terminator Dark Fate is what they're trying to do is they're trying to, of course, up the action, up all of this hype, up all of this, so that, of course, you would enjoy the movie. But also just because I think in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, they really had a good one. And, of course, they're like, well, we might want to do that again. And they're changing some things up. It's in Mexico. I mean, and so what's going to happen is this girl has to do something in the future war. There's not really a whole lot of, context because, the movie hasn't come out if you didn't know. Anyway, there's not a whole lot of context on why this person is so important, but she definitely has a role in this future war. And so of course, again, they try and kill her with a Terminator, and of course a new upgrade, better than the T-1000, I guess. I don't think that's true because nothing can beat Robert Patrick, something, guys. I forget his name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't really think of it. Nothing can beat the T-1000. He was super amazing. And nothing can beat Arnold Schwarzenegger as well. This guy doesn't feel menacing to me. That's my thought on this Terminator. This new one called the Rex 35, I believe it is. Rex 30. Anyway, Rex. They should have called it T-Rex, because each one is, of course, called T. I'm getting off track. I'm tired, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, so what they try and do is they try and kill her, but what they do instead... Well, not what they do instead. Anyway, what the humans do, part of the resistance, is they send a mixed Terminator and a human. So they find a way maybe to make, or maybe it's not a human at all. Maybe it is a Terminator. I don't know. There's not very much like detail that I know. Not very much details that I know, guys. I'm sorry, but I just don't know. There's not a whole lot. Trailers don't give a whole lot. So anyway. It's a mixed Terminator / mixed human, and she goes back to protect her, which I feel like she might be a very good addition. I feel like, okay, I saw her, I was like, that looks good, just because on Terminator, the new Terminator, I really feel, okay, that's okay. Also, Linda Hamilton returning as a role, and Sarah Connor's coming back, which I think is amazing. Because Linda Hamilton in Terminator 1 was good, but then she really was super good at Terminator Judgment Day, where she really just brought everything to the table. Also, Arnold Schwarzenegger, my man, is coming back for Terminator Dark Fate. He was in, of course, he's in love, and that, of course, is his staple. If you guys don't know, I'm wearing my I'll Be Back shirt. Awesome. Actually, he does play a good guy, mostly through all of these. He's only a bad guy in one of them. So, there you have it. Anyway, he goes back, I think, and the thing is, though, he did get... Oh, sorry, spoiler warning, if you guys did not know. I'm sorry, I didn't really give a disclaimer on that before. Sorry about that. Anyway, now you know, spoiler warning. Anyway, he died. Well, he didn't die. He was like, my mission's done, now I gotta go. So he went to lava. That seemed super sad, because it was just so emotional. You guys gotta watch these movies, and it will make tons of sense what I'm talking about. But hey, if you guys don't know, that's why I'm telling you right now. So anyway... He has to disintegrate. He goes into lava. He, of course, dies. But in this one, there is a T-800. That's the name of the model of this Terminator. There's tons of models. It can get really confusing, so that's why I don't want to keep throwing, oh, the T-1000, oh, this, Actually, guys, I want to keep it so you can be like, okay, take notes. If you haven't started taking notes, it gets really complicated. Anyway, so what they do is, I guess he's aging. And the thing is, of course, a Terminator can age because it has flesh on the outside. There's, of course, I think it can age. The flesh can age, but of course, underneath it is a robot, I wouldn't say robot, a Terminator, and basically, he can age. His outside appearance. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to get that out for you guys. But also, I think the Terminator can go for at least, I think it was like 800 years or something. He can go for a while. Of course, it's not a human, so it can go for a while. And so, Sarah Connor is, of course, definitely like, who is this guy? Because she's still not on board with this guy. She definitely had to work with him together in Terminator 2, but now, of course, they're on the same side again. She's probably like, I don't know. And you've seen the trailer, she's like, I'm going to kill you when we're done. And I think that was awesome. I think that was an awesome line when she was just like, I don't care about you, but I know you need this mission. I thought that was great dialogue. Kudos to whoever did that. Anyway, so awesome, they're all returning. And then this new girl, like I said, Dani Ramos. I don't know what to say about her. She's not Sarah Connor, but she has to do something in the future war, which I am definitely like, okay, one second, let me grab my water, guys. And it's definitely interesting. So we'll see how it plays out. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm not too on board for this. But anyway, I don't know. It's weird. Another thing, as they're saying it in Mexico. Okay, of course that's where she's from, but I don't know. They're having to do a lot with like migrants and stuff. And I don't know what that's going to be about. But I don't know. That just I'm kind of like, okay, what role do they have? I think they're just going around through there. But they really showed a lot of that. And I'm like, I wonder why. Anyway, this movie is going to be definitely interesting. So that's really kind of all I have. But I will give you my ranking on these Terminator movies real quick. So starting at the bottom, I have to do Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines. That movie was so boring, guys. I was bored to death. And it wasn't even like so bad it was good. It was just that is bad, and I don't plan on rewatching it just because it was so bad, guys. Next place, it has to be Terminator Genesis. It's in a battle with 4, and you're probably like, what, Chad? It's so bad. It is bad, guys, but also I feel like I had those good elements though of the Terminator. It kind of had those. Of course, it had the one-liners. It had, of course, all the shotguns. It had all this. It had good action. But the story, and of course, with the whole Genesis like thing, where they're like, "Oh, Genesis, you have to stop Genesis, guys." And I was like, guys, that's really not hooking me, and I don't feel just that's cool. And of course, even the people who played like Carl Reese and Sarah Connor didn't feel like you could at least do a little better job on that. Also, John Connor was super weird, especially with how they made him a bad guy and all that. Anyway, moving on, Terminator Salvation. Honestly, out of all of them, that is good because I just feel okay. It wasn't bad. It definitely isn't the greatest, but it still was good. Christian Bale, of course, that was pretty funny that he got selected as John Connor just because that came in 2009, right after Dark Knight. So, of course, you have to pick him as John Connor. It definitely felt weird to me just because, especially if you look at him in Genesis and all that, and then here's just Christian Bale with his shaved head. And I was like, okay, that's pretty funny. But anyway, next up, and the number 4 spot, guys, sorry about that. Number 4 spot, I have to go with Terminator, the original. Great movie. It definitely is. It aged, but it was super. It was still just. It had that good excitement. It had the good action. Good kind of like, hey, this Terminator is really good at doing what he does and trying to terminate. And he would just go down the line. Okay, this is Sarah Connor. Oh, she wasn't the right one. I don't care. I'll just kill her anyway. And I thought, okay, this is a good movie. Anything bad I can really say about this? Like I said, it aged. Also, just of course there'll be some parts where it's like, okay, so yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. It's not that bad. Next, moving on to the number 1 spot, the best Terminator, and in my top 10 favorite movies of all time, Terminator 2: Judgment Day. This movie is so good. It has that nostalgia for me because it was the first R-rated movie my parents let me see, and they were like, "Hey, go watch this," and I was like, "All right," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." And it had the action, it had also just good stunt work where you couldn't get that today. It was so good, guys. Anything bad, I mean, it has those. There's nothing bad I can say about it, guys. I cannot say anything bad about it because it was so good. So I really encourage you guys to watch these movies. Of course, you probably like the chat. I'm not really into action and war, sci-fi. It gets complicated. I will say that. I showed it to my grandma. She was definitely like, "Chad, what is this? Chad, come on." I was like, sorry. It's just really good. Anyway, guys. So there you have it. Anything I missed, comment down below if there's anything I missed. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoy. This is my first official video. Like, hey, check it out. I am doing a video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Comment down below. What is your favorite Terminator movie? Also, guys, please let's get to that 30 subscribers so I can eat and almost die from sugar overload by eating 30 donut holes. I will not eat 30 donuts. I will not do that. That will definitely kill me. But 30 donut holes, I might be able to do. So there you have it, guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you have those notifications on so you can always be like, oh, hey, Chad, like I said, you can be like, oh, maybe you had a bad day. Maybe you had to watch Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines, and then you're like, wow, what am I doing with my life? And then you're like, hey, Chad's doing a video, so, alright, guys. I hope you guys have a good day, so, alright. Also, how's the video quality? Comment down below. I feel like the line's a little better, so, alright, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, so, alright.